Welcome back. We're playing the Shogi Teaching Ladder Week 4 against our opponent 4ADUN. This shall be exciting. I'm going to play my typical opening. Good luck. So I'm going to play as I typically do, fourth file rook. This is my plan. We're sticking to it. Let's put on emotes only. Alright, and we have stopped this pawn advance. And now we're going to make a right-hand castle. They've built Boat Castle, which I've learned one or two things about recently. Okay. Right, this follows the proverb, push all the odd file pawns. Alright, last chance to Onaguma. It's tempting. It's tempting because he's played Boat Castle. He's committed these three generals, and then this silver's not going anywhere. Yeah, we're gonna dive for the corner. We are doing the badger in the hole opening. Since their castle either is slow or heavy. I still don't understand. I get the sense that understanding will soon come, but should not try to fear that too much. Okay, so is this not just a free pawn like I thought it was? How is this not a free pawn? What the heck? Where is the bishop drop even going to go? I don't understand. I mean, I don't have to take, but... Yeah, let's just continue castle building. I've got time. Okay, I thought I could take here, and I now see if we do that this is not hanging at the end of the combination. But wait, if they do bishop here, I do bishop there. Instead, they probably drop bishop 3-3. I do bishop here anyway. And they have to move their rook. Yeah, something about this isn't quite making sense. Free pawns are never free. Still, I don't see the problem. So maybe this got overly tactical. I'm not seeing how I've dropped something to a tactic, however. Right, so plan A is bishop here, which just causes my pawn to get prone to the same fork. Plan B is either drop back the rook or capture this pawn. I think this is fine. Like, I'm not understanding this. He's trying to find some clever trap, and I don't think... Well... I see one possibility. And that's that I repeat this sequence. Except then they put the bishop here first, which is kind of awkward. Why did I think this was okay? This is playing with fire. Somehow I forgot just how dangerous this is. Yeah, yes, there is a discovery that wins the horse. It loses an entire silver. Yeah. I forgot that a silver is lost in this combination. So now if they collect a lance, that hurts a lot. I'm going for it anyway. Like, this is crazy. However, there's some method to my madness. Right. Obvious threat to my rook. We're going to see if they place their silver down here, where it can no longer be used in the defense of the king. No, they don't do that. They play something that looks smarter to me anyway. Well, for a second there, I thought I had a combination. Oh, they have a pawn to block with. Okay, so this combination is just nonsense. That's a huge problem. Well, this game is going to be over very quickly. Because I have nothing to attack with. That's unfortunate. Alright, and now they get the lance, and this is over. I mean, I could put the lance in the corner. That would delay the inevitable. No, I can't. It's an illegal drop. Just kidding. Alright, so... Wow. Trying to find any kind of tactic here that can save this position. There really isn't anything at all that can save this. The best I can do is try to get a silver. And I guess move my knight up to this 5-7 square. No, I have the board upside down. 5-3. That's all I can hope for here. It's going to be a very long and difficult battle if I can survive at all, which looks very unlikely. If he puts the pawn down, I might have tactics. Not likely, but I might. Yeah, so irrespective of that, my plan was just to move the knight there anyway. I don't have any way to separate the king and the silver. Wish I did. Oh, is he using this to like hit my lance now? Is that the big idea? Well, that doesn't seem the best use of a tempo, but He's moving this piece again. I am extremely confused if he does that. I guess there is a point. Like, you could win more material here. So I don't need to be so confused about things. He wants both of my pieces. I think he's going to have both of them. I now see a difference between those two. One way I could have forced him to take this piece on my back rank. This other way, he gets to put his horse on a good square. So that's not so bright of me. Although maybe on that square it will somehow become a target. Not likely, but maybe. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh. Did not anticipate that. It makes sense. Hang on. Do I have a tactic now? No, I don't. Let's pretend I do. He can just block with a piece. My imagination is stronger than what this position has to offer. Yeah, I don't actually have a move to follow this up, do I? Unless he does this, in which case I can pretend I have a move. But it's no good. Okay, what else can I try? I mean, yeah, we can still try this. It's not great. So, because I don't have a dragon, attacking is extremely difficult. Maybe he's considering blocking. Yeah, blocking makes some degree of sense. I'm going to have to sacrifice to continue attacking because my pieces are trapped. So the only tricky way about this is if I do this, which straight out loses a piece, but there are some tricks here. mostly having to do with if he takes my lands, which he's not going to do. But yeah, we do get to remove his bishop from the game. Actually, maybe it made some sense for him to take my lance. I don't know. That was tempting. Thinking about it a second time. I mean, there's no harm in it. At this point, like, I'm screwed, so let's try to be tricky. Alternatively, maybe I could have put things on this fourth file to stop the promotion. That might have been trickier. Oh, right. So yeah, he could promote his silver. It might not help him, but he could do that. So I'm setting up the one cheapo and seeing if he's going to respond to my cheapo. Okay, he responds. Guess I'm going to go here then. I don't really have a cheapo set up here just yet, but we can work on that. Just go around attacking stuff. As long as his rook doesn't promote, I still have some time. I forgot that I played Oniguma Castle, that I might actually have some resistance to afford, despite being down an overwhelming amount of material. Offers a bishop trade. Normally I would just accept without thinking. He's going to offer it again soon. Aye. Well, looking closely at the position, I don't have a lot of options. Okay, wait. I can still make this challenging for him. Yeah, no, this makes some sense. Threatening to promote my bishop. And even if this does guarantee that his rook gets a chance to promote, that's fine, because my bishop has some chance of counterplay. The only way I'm going to win this is if he ends up in Buyomi and makes some mistakes. Because this is not my finest position ever. This silver move is surprising. Oh, that's less surprising. It's not a sacrifice after all. Sure, let's promote. Give him something to think about. Okay, he promotes. This is a disgusting move, but we play it because we need the material. I'm going to roll the dice here. I've got something of use. This is a pretty extreme gamble. Yeah, this is extreme. I need this. Pretty sure I'm dead. I need this. Somehow we have endured into an endgame where I might actually get to make a threat or two before the game's over. So let's try to enjoy that. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. It's a snake. It's a good song. It really is. Oh, I forgot he might actually sacrifice to take out this silver back here, which is not defended. That's a possibility. So maybe I do need to defend stuff. Also, yeah, that's going to be scary in a second. But yeah, this is a much better space for my gold than 4-2 was. Or 4-8. Because here I'm actually defending my silver as well as this point up here. I mean, yes, everything's going to drop in a second here, but for the time being, I'm okay. I'm no longer okay. That was fast. This is a greedy move, but I kind of need the material, so what can you do? Oh, nice. That's clever. This raises many questions, which I have no time to answer. This is gonna suck. Normally you don't put such a heavy piece down to defend, but my defense is this desperate. Oh, I missed. No, he did promote. I still think I'm forced to take it, even the same way as if he had not promoted. But I had a choice there. More than just which to take with. I had an option to not capture, which I didn't even consider. Oh, clever. That is good. So yeah, I have to checkmate now, which seems extremely unlikely, but we'll pretend. We'll pretend everything's fine. Yeah, I missed this. This is a good place to drop the bishop. So he's threatening checkmate. Um, that doesn't make sense. At least I struggle to make sense of it. Oh, he does have a mate threat. I see. That's a problem. Um, I think he missed that. Like, talk about telegraphing your intent, but I think he didn't see this particular move. So, the madness rages on. This is gonna be messy. I have to lead with this. I don't want to lead with this. Right, so my point is I could place a knight to try to complicate this. This is the only way my attack can have any speed at all. Okay, we've got a silver. I recognize this is not check, but this does protect my silver on my back rank. And the way it protects that is with this move. Oh, that was wild. So yeah, Shogi Harbor says, thank you for the match. Wow. I've fallen for worse. But yeah. Okay, I'm going to hover over the elements to put them back on the page. For some reason, this browser's weird like that sometimes. So, let's see. Shall we review from the beginning? Yeah. There we go. Let's see. Can I zoom in slightly? Okay. I guess we're not reviewing from the beginning unless, like, he wants to. But, yeah, he totally fell for that. So many upsets today. I know. I don't understand it. Where... Oh, sure. Cool. Alright. Yep. So. Lately, I've been obsessed with fourth file rook. Yeah. It's been good fun. Yeah. It's like super flexible and stuff. Let's see. You didn't opt for a quick attack, so I built Anaguma. Lately I've mostly done Nino, but I have played dozens of slow Anaguma games. Yeah. I do wonder if I missed tactics here, but in the long term it might not matter so much. Oh. Wait. Huh. Maybe I misevaluated this. This actually looks decent. Well, that's interesting too. Yeah, never mind. That looks good for you. Yeah. I think, yeah. I forgot that rook to 9-2 could be a thing in that opening. I couldn't count. I forgot that I gave up silver for a lance here. It really wasn't super smart. And yeah, my rook is in kind of an awkward spot, but I kept reading things over and over. Um, yeah, knight 7-3 is also... Oh, well, if knight 7-3, then I push my pawn and promote it. Like, there I think I'm fine with not having a promoted bishop. Yeah. It worked. Yeah. I've actually seen this trap before. Somehow I thought it was okay, but yeah. I need to learn my lessons somehow. Yeah. Yeah, I had a game like that recently. So, let's see. I didn't do Lance here, did I? Yeah, what do they do about this again? I forget. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off of my own position. Yeah, I guess there is no obvious way to stop this. Huh. That would have been smart. That would have been clever. I see, yeah. There isn't a good way to stop that here, I suppose. Interesting. Yeah, like I had a similar game where my opponent did have a way to stop this attack. But in this particular game, yeah, I can't act... Well, aside from the fact that the horse is hanging for a turn, I can't stop it. Let's see. Yeah, I think... Wait. Yeah, maybe just this. Maybe take a small material hit. I don't know. Like, surely higher rated players could chime in and know what's going on. I don't know. Because I am concerned about the king's safety a little bit. Oh, they wanted to... Ha. That worked too. Because I trapped my rook. Yeah. I mean, I'd criticize, but it actually worked quite nicely. So, huh. That's pretty funny. And here, knight takes was better. Yeah. Like this here. Because it would confine your horse for a few moves. Oh. Wow. Didn't think that would happen. Okay, if this does happen, how am I supposed to react? I still think this is better than the game. But yeah, no, that's a very good point. Tactics are hard. Yeah, this is what I saw. You're still better, but at least your horse is on the edge. So, yeah, I have no idea like what I'm supposed to do here. I want to free my horse, but it's not happening. Oh, actually, yeah, I suppose. Oops. Since I'm in follow latest position mode, yeah, this might be a thing. Yeah, can I type still? I mean, yeah, it's more complicated than I'm painting this picture right now, but because I think he could actually move the rook to 6-2. This could be a little more confusing. Yeah, we're going to zoom in once more for the spectators, and I'm going to struggle reading the chat, but that's okay. Wait, my interface crashed. I have to be right back. Way to go. Alright, let's try. Do I have the other browser installed? Yeah, we're going to try this in browser number 2. Crap. Alright, closing browser number 1. Opening browser number 2. Let's just switch over here. Let's see. 4ADUN. About that. Browser crash. Okay, we're back. That browser crash is something that happens all the time with this website and no other website. But it's a Microsoft browser, so Microsoft should fix it. Overall, your attack went great here. The second file lance drop was good. Yeah, I'm not sure I have a whole lot of insight to offer. Like, Anaguma's complicated. Suppose there was a single missed tactic. Yeah. Although you're still much, much better. It was painful. Yeah. I was able to rattle him a bit with this fork, even if, like, this shouldn't impact the outcome. Yeah, this is kind of like what I expected here. Yeah. I suppose I can't find any error here. Oh yeah, so that must have been it. This should also be quite good for you. Yeah, just I'm down way too much material, so I try to recoup some of it. I'm forced to use a heavy defender to slow the mate. Yeah, B49 was excellent. Yeah. I didn't see that coming at all, and I am just super hosed. Yeah, I think that capture was missed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That looks reasonable. Trying to read out like everything to mate here, but for me to find any kind of defense is going to be very difficult. Looks like my attack has run out. And not only that, but my king is pretty exposed. For Oniguma, that's kind of weird to have such an exposed king. Let's see what else is there to consider, if anything. Oh, well. Save the browser update for later. Suppose they're... Oh, never mind. He's looking for mate here. Let's let him find it. Nice. Yep. Oh, right. That's my bishop on the diagonal, not his. Cool. Yeah, that definitely works. Yo-Yomi is certainly something else. Once I thought I was lost, I started playing fast. Because, yeah, this encourages the opponent to play quickly. I do wonder, like, there's... Yes, I have threats, but... Yeah, this is what I was thinking. And I don't know how I would have tried to continue here. Um... Maybe I try this. Like, it feels like there should be multiple ways to hold this position, but maybe it is not so obvious. The more I look, the harder, or the more difficult it seems to be to find a defense. Maybe this is actually difficult to defend. I wonder. It's... Shogi is such a complex game. Because, yeah, my bishops are weaving through the board here. My knight is actively placed. Their king is exposed in the center. Just a number of things had to all line up for this to be possible. Necessity is the mother of all invention. Yeah. Yeah, I had to checkmate, so I found good moves. Yeah, Adam Smith wrote something similar about efficiencies and inefficiencies and that sort of thing. But let's see, any more comments? Well, yeah, Yoyomi is tough, but I can always win the post-game analysis. That was exciting. Yeah, whereas, like, in the opening, I just blundered catastrophically, giving away a silver in a way that would also trap my horse. Not that I can think of. Yeah, we looked at a lot of things. Thanks, likewise, and thanks for the offer. I'm playing 3 tournaments right now, but maybe I can find time sometime. Yeah, so that's kind of him to offer. Like, if we want another 4th file rook game sometime, he's gonna be up for it. Yeah, that was quite the game. So yeah, I'm playing in the Tourney to Shodan by Shogi Harbor. I'm playing in this weekly thing. Thanks and good luck in other ladder games. Nice. Yes, I got this ladder I'm playing in. Got the Tourney to Shodan, and then I joined the. There's a polite way that they express newbie players that are up through 1Q. So there's a tournament for those kinds of players too. I forget what it's called, but I've got like 6 weeks or something to complete all of like 20 games. So yeah, we'll be making progress against that gradually. Some other time this weekend, I will be playing another ladder game, so this will be interesting. Let me quickly check if Zug is still online. I know I did want to stream my ladder game as I normally do. Okay, now Zug has wrapped up his stream, so maybe I try to fix my browser and get back into Edge. And maybe we play a little bit more. That sounds like a plan. Alright. a1dojo.com. Full screen. In fact, let's restore the lost tab window thing. Okay, the restore tab also failed. We'll just do it this way. Gosh, that's taken a hot second to load. Again, I'm just going to blame my browser. And let's go back to this perspective that we're familiar with. And let's see, I can put the board size back to large and restore the browser zoom back to, well, it has been restored, I believe. Okay, this closes my Pale Moon, which we don't need right now. Let's see, here's a comment. We invite all the players from the Americas to the weekly Americas meeting starting in 15 minutes in Discord. So yeah, this is the FSA. They're doing their own thing. My own interests in shogi are strictly whatever fun things I'm doing, whatever learning I'm doing, and anything open source I'm doing. So presently, although this sounds exciting, I'm not interested since it's not open source related, as best as I can tell. Yeah, so let's see. Our other ladder opponent. Let's see, are they even in the list? Are we going to play them tomorrow? Time will tell. Oh, here's the Supernova tournament. Here's a couple other players in the same event. While that's going, can I get a listing of tournaments somehow? Let's look at the English version of the site in a background tab. I have joined some tournaments. Shogi Ladder Week 4. My other opponent is Little Magician, who plays in Mexico. So, or at least he has a Mexican flag. So perhaps I should wait for game and challenge Little Magician, and we could get our other ladder game out of the way. And by that I mean it'll just be good fun. So is Little Magician around? I know this is extremely short notice because I didn't let him know in advance. Let's see. So the polite thing to do would be to ask. Private message. That's detail. This is PM. What time would you like to play our ladder teaching game? Question mark. All right. And we'll see if we get a response to that. What other events are going on? I only jumped out of the 10Q, 8Q game because there are so many other exciting games going right now. Like, here's a handicap game between a 3-dan and a 4-dan. This looks kind of fun. Let's see. Oh, I also learned. I got an email from one of the tournaments. So, let's see. What was this email? What did it say? Oh, it was about scheduling of my Supernova game. I had offered in the comments section of a tournament grid, I had mentioned what days and times work best for me. And so apparently 81 Dojo has a calendar built into itself. You could just click on a pairing and request a time with an opponent, and they can accept or change the scheduled time. So yeah, apparently 81 Dojo has match scheduling tools built right into it, which is super cool. And maybe in the future I'll use that a little bit more. Perhaps as more players get acquainted with it too, and aren't so surprised when they get an email about here's your match time. Because when I saw that, I'm like, wait, did I have a scheduled match time, or is this my opponent requesting a match time? I think the instructions were fairly clear. I was just temporarily stumped because I'd never done this through 81 Dojo before. So I don't know what move number they're on. We are following the latest position. I think we saw that this was like move 100 something. Yeah, now we're on 127. I forgot to check when I just flashed that start position what the handicap was. At this point, it might not matter. So yeah, if Little Magician is interested in playing their game tonight, then at the time that game gets played, I will switch this interface back into emotes only mode, just so there's no surprises. I'm not summoning help during a game, and so far, even though there is a fork emote, people have not been using that for evil. They have not been using that to signal anything in particular. They just use it because it's a fun emote. But yeah, toward the end, when I start playing moves quickly, I tricked for Udin 80 yuan, so like, not too proud of that, but also, I don't know, like, playing aggressively is a thing in shogi. To some degree, it's a thing in chess, like playing very competitively, even when your position is lost, even when it feels not the greatest to continue playing on. Strong players will continue because it's a competitive game. Um, in shogi, the game is also very competitive, but also the tactics are less obvious than chess. So where it could be extremely difficult to save a chess position, yeah, it'll still be extremely difficult in shogi, but your opponent is more prone to miss something. At least as a beginner, that's how I feel. I have seen plenty of beginner chess games where all manner of stuff gets missed. But as you start playing at the top amateur levels in chess, you see fewer and fewer upsets at the end game. As pieces get traded off the board, or as the player is like given up some overwhelming amount of material, it becomes fruitless to play on in chess. And in shogi, yeah, there can be some very, very lopsided positions that strongly favor one player, but until there's actually a mate threat, it makes sense to continue playing. once the mate threat is down and you cannot engineer a mate threat, and you're certain about that, and I have been sometimes and I've been wrong, but yeah, once the mate threats are all established or resolved, um, then there's no point in playing on. But that's also like the last few moves. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure what happened this game. I'm gonna go check if I got a private message in response or not. I have not yet received a response. Are there other interesting games going on? We could go look at the 10Q game again. See how this has evolved. So this started with fourth file rook of all things. Beautiful. Climbing silver, we pushed the left edge pawn. We pushed the fourth file pawn. We've promoted our rook. We're gonna... Okay, yes. Dan1234 has a winning idea. Okay, so Dan has a much better position here. Again, nothing's over till it's over, but this is a very nice position where he doesn't have so much to be afraid of. If somehow Gota gets more pieces and can stop the king from castling right and can checkmate the king in the center, that would be a nice accomplishment. That might be a bit difficult given it seems they're about to lose their bishop. Well, no, I guess if the king runs forward, Senta drops a metal piece, and the king has to run back. So instead, they're going to try to fight the dragon, and dragons are scary pieces to fight against. One idea is that if the bishop blocks, then maybe there's a checking move such that the king no longer defends the bishop. But yeah, I think any metal piece like that one will be fine here. And the king has to run back. And unfortunately, because we already used our silver, we don't have a silver to fork the king and rook. It's slightly unfortunate. But yeah, I can kind of smell checkmate here. Perhaps you can too. There's no mate in one like there was the other game, but it feels like there should be something. But maybe there isn't. Oh, I missed this. This is clever. This might not be clever enough. At some point, we're going to lose the initiative, and Gota's going to get a move. But it might not be enough to allow Gota to completely save the game. So I'll leave the rest of this to you if you want to go watch on 81 Dojo. Players are Dan1234 and Nizumi87. Yeah, that should be exciting for the rest of you to watch. So I'm going to be missing the FSA meeting, and I guess my plan is I'm going to sign off for now until Little Magician messages me back and we pick a match time, at which time maybe I'll come back and we'll stream that too. So thanks for watching, and if I don't see you before tomorrow, have a good night.